Hello, Libra. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your reading for January. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid, so this could happen at any point in time. This could have already happened, is happening right now, or is about to happen. Don't cram yourself into a message that is meant for you. So keep in mind, though, that energies, characters can be swapped around. This is for any major Libra placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So if this message does not resonate, check your other signs and placements. Libra, I feel like a major life event, like a lightning bolt come in, and I just feel like a major life event, and nothing will be the same. Whether this is like a moving, like selling a house and moving, a baby, maybe a new baby, an engagement, or a divorce, like something huge that is like life altering. And so I just also felt like a major cleanup on the home front. Libra, I just feel like you're completing a major cycle. You're like completing anything that you've been putting off. And maybe this is due to the Libra South Node, but I feel like a cleanup. I also feel maybe you're still dealing with a past situation. An ex maybe might need to reach out for help, or somebody from the past might be reaching out for help. I was shown like somebody begging, like a begging energy. And so I just feel like they don't really have anything to offer you, though, in return. Like somebody coming begging, having nothing. So I don't know. I just feel like your heart might feel a little closed. Your heart felt a little bit closed, Libra. I just feel like you're no longer going to be living in a fantasy, whatever that means. So this round of Zodiacs, I chose my Dark Mirror deck. So I think we're going to look into the dark mirror energy when it comes to this major life event. And then we're going to go a little bit deeper into the archetype of the dark mirroring energy. So let's jump in, Libra, and let's see what dark mirror is coming through for you, especially as we close out Pluto in Capricorn. So, ooh, is this me? Colorless angel. So I feel the dark mirror is asking you to look in the mirror without filter, without blame. Is this really you? Are you your most authentic self? Is this really who you are, Libra? Are you, are you your most authentic self? Or are you, dimming your light? Are you dimming your light to fit into a status quo? So I feel a revelation of maybe where you've been wearing a mask, where you've been in denial of, what needs to close out for a cycle. So I do feel home with the 4, and 10 is like the wheel is here to spin you forward. But there's something here that you need to release where you've been in denial about. So maybe a home life has gone up in flames and this has really taken a toll on you. But life is nothing but change. And so we can choose to stay in the dumps and stay at rock bottom, or we can stand in that truth and say, hey, this is who I am. So is this really you? Are you honoring yourself, Libra? Let's see what other dark mirror message needs to come through for you. What is Libra's dark mirror message for January? Hiding your true self. What are you hiding? What are you hiding, colorless angel? So I feel like you're hiding your true self, and that's the mirror. So if you're craving love and you find you're needing nothing but people that are inauthentic, then that's the dark mirror. Where are you not being your most authentic self? And so temperance energy, 14, this is a lesson in karmic freedom, right? And so we can't always look to others to complete us. I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel there's something here that you've been hiding below the surface. Maybe you've been hiding, your feelings, your true self. But we're going to dig into the archetypes surrounding this. Yeah, look at that. We get damsel and angel. I feel there is a Libra here that maybe hides their true self through helping others. Maybe that's your mask. Maybe your mask is helping others and giving to others. And I don't think you expect anything in return. I just feel like there's some type of falsity to that, though. There's some kind of inauthentic energy surrounding that. I do feel you've got a lot of angelic guidance surrounding you, Libra. I do feel maybe there's a need to stop waiting for somebody to come and save you. Are you like a damsel in distress, Libra? I just feel like you can't always expect people to provide for you. I do feel, I think the energy in January is saying maybe you've always hidden your true self within romantic relationships, which then creates an illusion for both parties. But I just feel there's a need to just put your true self on the table. That might be the dark mirror block here when it comes to manifesting love. And I do think you're feeling like this deep void, like depressing, like, oh, I'm not good enough, nobody's ever going to love me type energy. But you're hiding something about your true nature that might be a block to true love. So let's see what the archetype is coming through for you, Femme Fatale. There is a need to understand your own inner shadow feminine energy here. Maybe you inappropriately attach the word love to money and power and sex. I do feel there's an unhealthy feminine energy here. And so I do feel your heart isn't fully open, which then creates cycles of dependency and rejection. And so I do think that's the dark mirror. Yeah, I do think you attach the lower chakra urges to love. And so the hedonist is saying like you attach maybe earthly pleasures or sexual lustful connections to love, which is likely leaving you feeling colorless, right? And so there's a need to atone this, right? How do you expect somebody to make you the queen of their world when you, I feel, don't respect your own self as the queen of your own world? So we got the Samaritan with the hedonist. And so I do feel the energy in January is highlighting where you need to open up your heart, where you've been hiding your true self and maybe using sex as a mask within relationships. So, you know, sex can help us inspire creative energy. There is nothing more potent than sexual energy, right? Sexual energy is a process of alchemy between the masculine and the feminine, or two energies coming together. But I do feel like you've pursued that to your detriment, right? Like it isn't everything, right? Of course we need sexual chemistry, but like it's not always about that, right? And so that's like a lower lustful desire. And so I do feel this has like been to your, maybe your detriment, but I do feel like you've been trying to gain recognition from others and appreciation in an unhealthy manner. And so I feel like you've been ignoring the signs here. And so there is a need to go into some inner child healing connecting to this, because it's like you keep attracting players. You keep attracting Don Juans. They come in and they come in for passion. They come in for romantic love and they want to sex you up, and then they peace out because they're not there for the long term. But you want commitment, but that's the shadowy energy, right? The femme fatale to the Don Juan. And so there needs to be a revelation of this. So if you don't want to keep attracting Don Juans, you got to transmute the femme fatale shadow energy here. And so, you know, I think you keep attracting men that want to seduce you, and they want one thing only, and they want to get in your pants. And you have to heal that core wound, right? Otherwise, you're going to keep attracting the same lesson over and over again, because there's something within yourself that you're hiding within this dark mirror. And so I do feel you've got this really negative impression of the world around you and men around you, because I think you've been taken advantage of in the past, Libra. And I think you've failed to really nurture and care for yourself and love yourself and make yourself the queen of your own world. So I feel some type of an atonement here, like purification, like it's time to strap on the chastity belt, Libra, and clear any past regret as you go through this inner child healing. I just feel like you haven't respected yourself very much, and maybe you've been addicted to, you know, wanting somebody to choose you when you need to kind of choose yourself, because I feel a lot of excess pity here. So I just feel like maybe it's time to devote yourself to a more spiritually based path moving forward. But we're going to jump in with some tarot here, because I do feel like you're transforming a lot right now. Pain into healing. You're likely a healer of some sort. So there's a certain truth that needs to come to the surface, I feel, when it comes to this growth that you're going through. You got to believe in yourself. This is a lesson in independence. Maybe you're clearing lifetimes worth of codependencies. You know, this is like the pre-empress. This is somebody independently owned and operated. This is somebody that works hard and they're not afraid to be alone, and they enjoy being alone, and they don't need anything from anybody because they take care of themselves. And so maybe, you know, you've not mastered the strength to be independently owned and operated. Leo energy, you could be dealing with a Leo, Libra, but I feel it's really time to enjoy solitude. And that is where you're going to find the personal power that you've been seeking, to stop hiding your true self. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Libra. I just feel, boom, bubble burst. A bubble's getting burst here. Because you're here to dedicate your life to service of others, not oneself, is what's coming through, like to a cause, not to the self. So there we go. It's like here you are. There you are. There is a block on the heart. You are hiding something. The Queen of Cups upright with the Ace of Cups in reversed. Yeah, you are very loving. Self-sacrificing. Probably even psychic. And psychically gifted. You probably receive insights. And so, and I do feel you're very compassionate. Probably even a tarot reader. Could be a tarot reader. Okay. You receive intuitive hits. You're very loving, but you're not open to receiving love. Because your cup is covered. And the Ace of Cups is in reverse. And so it's like, you're like, hey, I'm ready for beautiful experience, beautiful new emotional experience. I'm ready for love. I'm ready for love. I'm ready for romance. I'm ready for the love of my life. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for a life partnership. But you're really not open to love. So I do feel because you're hiding your true self. You got a true match trying to come in here, Libra. But you're the biggest block. You got a true match trying to come in here. But your ego's in the way. So there is a need to drop the ego, to open up the heart. Because I see two people looking dead straight in each other's eyes. Maybe both of you got a blocked heart. I don't know. Maybe that's the mirror. Maybe both of you are afraid of love. Maybe both of you are afraid of being hurt. And ego's in the way. But somebody here needs to drop the ego if you want this. Because I do feel like there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of emotion here. And the dark mirror is saying somebody's got to drop the ego. Somebody's got to drop into the heart and open up the heart. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's not. I do feel trustworthy energy here. You got somebody here that is like helplessly devoted to you. I feel maybe somebody from the past that maybe they hid their emotions in the past and now you're not sure if you can trust this person. But you got to drop the ego. I think there was maybe in the past an unhealthy pattern between the two of you. Maybe in the past, you know, it was all about the sex. And then somebody's feelings grew and another person, you know, kept playing the field. I feel a coming together of two people after somebody drops their ego. So I think somebody is really at the pivot point of needing to choose healthy love. This is going to bring you happiness. But you got to say goodbye to the past. You got to maybe give up some past missed opportunities, some past regret. I do feel forgiveness. I do feel there's a possibility of a reunion here and somebody from the past coming in. I don't know that they have a lot to offer you, but I do feel they're coming in trying to correct something from the past. Maybe correct a past disappointment. This is somebody that's saying, hey, I'm in it for the long haul. I realize, you know, there was an imbalance in the past and I didn't quite treat you right. Will you open up your cup to me, right? I do feel there's a need to look something in the eye when it comes to a new beginning here. I do feel there's long-term commitment here, but there's a need to release a fantasy as well. So maybe both of you had to go through a spiritual transformation. Maybe the last year was a process of opening up your heart. Maybe this whole year ahead is going to be a process of learning to open up your heart and trust one another, right? Because I do feel you're both kind of blocked in the heart there. But I do feel a release of something that's holding you back. It's time to decide what's next. So let's get you a closing note from the universe. Let's get you a love note from the universe. Most people are just trying to survive. See me in their eyes. I go where you go. There's like a twin soul type energy coming through here. It's like two people that can see right through each other, but both afraid to trust. And so most people are just trying to survive. So remember that. I think two people that love one another like crazy, but you're both so afraid to open up. So what closing message needs to come through for Libra? I think something flipped. There we go. Forgiveness. Can you forgive this person? Because I do think they really love you, heart you. Can you forgive this person? I think it depends on how much you want this, right? How much you want to make this work. But I feel, I think there's anger here, and maybe there's justified anger, which is why there's blocked emotions here. But I do feel there's an opportunity for a new adventure. If you really knew how much this person loved you, I think you'd be drawn to try and make something work here. I really do. And so change is always good. And those you love you back. So I do feel there's a lot of love here. Hubba bubba. So I do feel this person loves you like crazy, Libra. And that's kind of what I got. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.